The latest on the story we've been watching all day, that dangerous night and morning at the Virginia Beach Oceanfront. 2 people were killed and 8 others were injured in 3 separate incidents. Chopper 10 was above those investigations early this morning. 3 people were arrested. Amon Adams, Naquez Baker, and Devin Dorsey Jr. faced assault and firearms charges. The initial shooting happened on Atlantic Avenue. Then police say 29-year-old Deshayla Harris was shot and killed on 19th Street. 25-year-old Donovan Lynch was shot and killed by police on 20th Street. And less than 3 hours ago, police gave us an update on what they know up to this point in the investigation. We learned a little more about the officer-involved shooting from the police chief. So let's get right to the details now. 10 on your side, Tamara Scott is live in Virginia Beach with those details. Tamara?
Well, Madison, there were a lot of revelations tonight. There were 3 separate incidents here. First, 7 people were shot, then 2 people were shot, 1 of them killed, and then finally a man was shot by police. Now, we are told that there is no suspects at this time for the woman who was shot in that second incident. There's no body cam footage for the police involved shooting, and although 3 people have been charged in that first shooting, there is no one charged with murder. The first violent incident at the oceanfront last night started at the intersection of Atlantic and 20th.
We now know that started out as a physical fight, an argument into a physical fight that at some point escalated into gunfire.
A Virginia Beach officer was on scene at the time and assisted the Detective Bureau in arresting 3 people for that incident that injured 7 people. 22-year-old Amon Adams, 18-year-old Naquez Baker, and 20-year-old Devin Dorsey Jr. are facing assault and firearm charges. Next was the shooting on 19th Street that killed 29-year-old Deshayla Harris and injured another.
There are no material updates at this point. There are no arrests at this time. We do believe that she truly is, at this point in time, an innocent victim that was probably struck by stray gunfire.
And lastly, the police-involved shooting that killed 25-year-old Donovan Lynch. The Commonwealth's Attorney's Office is overseeing the criminal investigation by Virginia Beach Police. They say they don't have a lot of answers.
There was a firearm recovered in the vicinity of where this incident occurred.
Chief Newdigate says there is no evidence at this time that supports Lynch having a gun on him at the time he was shot, or if the gun found belonged to him. And there's no body cam footage.
The officer was wearing a body cam, but for unknown reasons at this point in time, it was not activated.
Now, the officer involved in that shooting will be placed on administrative leave, as is standard practice, and all 3 of these shootings are under investigation. That's the latest here in Virginia Beach. Tamara Scott, 10 on your side.